Welcome to UK Wildcat Sports Channel Week 6 college football playoff projections here today. So we're going to be looking at a lot of stuff went down on Week 5, and we had Alabama kind of dominate Georgia in that first, not kind of, they dominated in the first half, but then Georgia almost made a comeback there late in the fourth quarter. We also had Kentucky beating number 6 Ole Miss. We had Utah get beat by Arizona, not beat, they got handled. Just a lot happened this week. So Week 6 will be very interesting as how do teams, readjust after these losses. This week you got South Carolina playing Ole Miss, which can be because Ole Miss got beat by Kentucky, but South Carolina wrecked Kentucky. So I'm interested to see how it is. And that South Carolina team is good. I mean, the D line for South Carolina against Ole Miss's offense will be a good one to watch too. And we got Missouri and Texas A&M. We also got a rematch of Washington and Michigan, which is going to be fun to watch. The rematch of the national championship. Now, obviously, not that big of a game, but you know what I mean. So, here we go. Let's get into it. So, for number 12 seed, right now for the representing the group of 5, it's pretty obvious to everyone. Boise State. That I have them ranked number 24 right now. Not much to say right now about them. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory why they're ranked there. Great overall team, great offense, defense. Their only loss to Oregon right now, which they barely lost to, only 37-34. So this team can hang in there with those top 10 teams, honestly. Nah, I wouldn't say top 10 because Oregon wasn't down then. Probably top 25 still. But yeah, your number 11 team, Missouri. I have them ranked number 10. I haven't seen much out Brady Cook and all that, but Missouri's just had a kind of a not a good start to their season. And sorry that says 3-0. I think they're 4-0. But so you start off, Missouri obviously played Murray State. They're going to win that. But then the Boston College game was the game I did not expect that to be that close. Because Boston College, let's face it, isn't like that great of a team compared to what Missouri should have been ranked. Missouri should have been this year. And then also the Vandy game is a big one, a big blow to them. This week we'll find out what they're really made of when they go on the road to Texas A&M. I think they do lose there. So we'll probably not see them next week. Number 9. Or number 10, sorry, my bad. USC Trojans. Now you're probably like, why do I have them in, not Michigan? That was a close game that went down to the wire. You play that game a few more times, I bet USC wins those, okay? This USC offense is looking really good. The defense, too, is really good. This is the best USC team we've seen in a long time. That Michigan team right now, yes, they got wrecked by Texas. They got manhandled, and that loss is going to sting them right now. But yeah, Michigan isn't so far off, though. I'll tell you that. Number 9, Penn State. Now, this Penn State team, they handled business against Illinois, so that's a start for them. But right now, I don't know how. I don't respect them until they can beat the Ohio States and Michigans, of the Big Ten. It'll kind of be like that Ole Miss. So yes, kind of the Ole Miss for the Big Ten, like the Ole Miss is for SEC. But yeah, I think they'll make it to the playoffs, obviously. But I don't see them right now as they're a good team, but not one of the best in the Big Ten, obviously, is what I'm trying to say here. Number 8, Oregon Ducks. I have them ranked number 6. Oregon's finally getting things together. Finally. Their offense is starting to show back up again. Defense, just overall, I have all that. They're getting business handled now. Number 7, seeded Georgia, now ranked number 4 for me. Georgia, I don't know what went on there with Carson Beck, but he threw too many interceptions there. And their offense just couldn't get the ball going in the first half. Their defense, too. Alabama's freshmen were, cooking them all. Now, of course, the offense finally did get back alive in the third and fourth. They slowly bite back, the Dogs did, but it wasn't enough. And that was the only. If they had not, let's say they continued to play horrible like they did in the first half, they probably wouldn't be in my top 10, honestly. Because that was such an embarrassing performance in the first half. But their second half did save them. Number 6 seed, Tennessee. That's the scariest Tennessee offense and defense I've seen. You'll look forward and you'll see Tennessee in that first college football playoff reveal or until week 10, and they'll be in that top 4 without a doubt. Their biggest game will be against Georgia and Alabama. Let's say they get to play both dogs, which is big. I do think they can beat Alabama with it being at Neyland Stadium. If you think, well, how about we had it in 2021, where they'll be ranked number 1 at some point. Number 4 or number 5, Texas. So yes, I do have Alabama above Texas in number 1. Yes, so you already know that. But yeah, Alabama had the great win over Georgia. They looked set. I mean, that offensive line there was really good. Jalen Milroe is a really good player. I mean, like he got the most rushing yards, okay, for Alabama. He's like Lamar Jackson, basically. But he can throw too. Lamar Jackson can throw, but he's really good. He's gonna get I think he gets the Heisman this year too. Yeah, watch out for Jalen. Alabama. That Alabama team that we saw this weekend can win a national championship. Watch out for them. Yeah. Kalen DeBoer is gonna get it this time. I mean, if he could do it if he gets a national championship with Washington, then with an Alabama, then they're gonna do it. Now, your Big 12 obviously had the upset with Utah. So now that Oklahoma State also lost the previous week, so they are not in that. So your number 4 seeded team leading the Big 12, I have ranked Iowa State, ranked currently number 16. However, behind them they do got BYU too. But yeah, so Big 12 don't got any top 12 teams or top 10 teams, okay, which is not good for them. I mean, the ACC, as you're about to see, will have one. Now, you're probably like, where is Miami? Well, I have Miami right now ranked at number 13. You're probably like, well, why would you have Miami ranked there? They got a great offense. They have one of the best quarterbacks, too. I'm not going to rank them that high because they're overrated. I mean, what has this Miami team done right now? Please tell me what Miami's done. You're like, Cam Ward is gonna Cam Ward's a good quarterback. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I think the Virginia Tech game was evidence that they were overrated because the Florida game they're playing a weak Florida, so you can't give me that they beat the crap out of Florida. Well, no, they did. Everyone's gonna beat the crap out of Florida. Kentucky will probably beat them this year like that, And I'm not saying Kentucky's a top 10 team. I think Miami's a top 15 team, but until they can prove to me that they can handle games that they can. And the only reason they lost that game is because Virginia Tech's stupid coaching there. I mean, honestly, though. So until then, they got to prove it. Now, as I said, they're number 13. They're inching themselves closer to my top 10. But yeah, so number 3 then, you're probably like, who's the ACC team leading it? That's right, Clemson, at number 7 for me. You're probably like, well, you're rating them way too high. That Klubnik is looking really good. Now, unfortunately, Clemson running back, what's his name again? I can't remember out the top of my head. Let me look. What was it? Phil Maffey, that's right. Phil Maffey, number 7 for them. Phil Maffey was going crazy in that game. They got injured. Wait, no, not in NC State game. He got injured, but they got strong runner back, strong quarterback. That defense is really good, I think, there. I mean, they held Georgia in the first quarter, in the first half, 3 points, and all of a sudden, their defense let down. But against ACC teams, though, like Clemson's not going to have much of a resistance to get into the playoffs. Their only resistance would be Miami, which, as I stated, I don't trust Miami right now. So that's why they're at the ranked numbers. And I do think they're a top 10 team, too. And as I said, 1 loss is to Georgia. So number 2 team is Ohio State, ranked at number 5. Not seen much out of Ohio State yet. Yes, they finally did play their first conference game, but it was against Michigan State. They only went 38-7. So, yeah, pretty self-explanatory to be ranked. Or seed number 2, but ranked number 5. We'll get into tomorrow's video when we talk about my top 25. And number 1, of course, Alabama, which we talked about already. That's a powerful offense. They have Jalen Milroe there got some star wide receivers, a great O line too. With finally, I forget the player's name, but he got back from being injured. Great defense too. I mean, they held Georgia to 0 points in like the first half. So there you have it. Those are my Week 6 playoff projections right now. As a Week 6. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of these, and please stay tuned in for tomorrow's video. You will want to see the top 25. And as always, though, I like seeing your all's opinions too, because I'm not always right. Definitely, I'm not. I mean, there's a reason why I'm not the one choosing who gets in. Now, if they would let me, I would prefer that, because I do think I'm joking. I'm not right. But yeah. So, anyways, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and bye.